Hello, my dear friends. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, you are very welcome in a lecture number 6 of surface areas and volume. So, my dear friends, I hope you will enjoy this lecture. So, let's start without wasting the time. Yes, so here today we are going to discuss surface area of spheres and hemispheres. Okay, here we are going to discuss spheres and hemisphere. Now, what is a sphere? As you can see in the figure, here is a sphere is a three-dimensional object, okay, that is round in shape. Okay, the sphere is defined in three axes like x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, like you can see here is in the figure. So this is the main difference between the circle and sphere. Okay, a sphere does not have any edges or vertices like other 3D shapes. Okay. Now all the points on the surface of a sphere, are equidistant from the common fixed point which is called center. Let's suppose this is center. Okay, if we take the point on the surface like this, so this is what this is, the distance is like this. Okay, so we can say this distance is what r. Okay, and if we take any of the point on the surface of the sphere, okay, so this point is equidistant from the center which is called the, yeah, fixed point. Okay, I hope you get this point. Now here we can say that a sphere is a symmetrical object. We can say a sphere is a symmetrical object. Symmetrical object. It means if we cut the sphere from the center, okay, then it is divided into two equal parts. It is divided into two equal parts. Okay, a sphere has only curved surface. Okay, it has only curved surface, no flat surface. Okay, no edges and no vertices. If you talk about the examples of the spheres like basketballs, okay, and you can see world global, okay, and footballs, tennis ball, all these are the examples of the spheres. I hope you get this point. Yes, so now let's see the properties of a sphere. So here is a sphere is a perfectly symmetrical. Okay, a sphere is not a polyhedron. It means it has not a flat surface. Okay, all the points on the surface are equidistant from the center, which is called radius. A sphere does not have a surface of center. Okay, a sphere has constant mean of curvature. A sphere has a constant width and circumference. I hope you get this point. Yes, so now let's see the surface areas. Okay, surface area of a sphere. Okay, now here is, now the surface area of the sphere of radius r is equals to, here is you can see surface area of a sphere is equals to 4 times of area of circle. It means 4 into, we know that area of circle is what? Pi r square. Okay, so this will become 4 pi r square. So the surface area of this sphere is what? 4 pi r square. Here you can see, here curved surface area is equals to total surface area because it has no any flat surface. Okay, it has all the curved surfaces. So here we can say CSA of sphere is equals to TSA of sphere is equals to 4 pi r square. What is? Yes, 4 pi r square. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Okay, now let's see the hemisphere. What is hemisphere? So what is hemisphere? A hemisphere is formed when a plane cuts the sphere into two equal halves. Okay, a sphere is a combination of two hemispheres. Okay, here is, this is what, this is hemisphere. Okay, this is the curved surface. Okay, and here is the flat surface, which is in the shape of circle, which is in the shape of circle. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Now let's see the curved surface area of hemisphere. So here is curved surface area is, you can see. Now here in this just only we covered the just only this curved part. Okay, and we are excluding the flat surface, means we are excluding the area of this circle. Yes, so now CSA of hemisphere is equals to, this will become like 2 pi r square. What is 2 pi r square? So this is what, this is the half of the CSA of sphere. So CSA of sphere is what, 4 pi r square, then it will become like 2 pi r square. Okay, now let's see the total surface area of sphere, hemisphere. Okay, total surface area is what? So here is TSA of hemisphere is equals to CSA plus, here is pi r square. CSA plus, yes, pi r square means base area. CSA plus base area. So here is CSA is what, 2 pi r square plus this is pi r square. It means this will become 3 pi r square. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. So this is what, this is the TSA of hemisphere. Now let's solve some problems based on the surface area of sphere and hemisphere. Okay. Now find the surface area of a sphere of radius. Here is first part is 10.5 centimeter. So we have to find the surface area of a sphere of radius 10.5 centimeter. Here we have radius of a sphere means r is equals to 10.5 centimeter. Now so we have to find the surface area. So surface area, we know that surface area of a sphere is equals to 4 pi r square. It means 4 into 22 upon 7 into radius is what, 10.5 square. 10.5 square. After solving this, here we get 1386 centimeter square. What is 1386 centimeter square? So this is the answer of this question. Okay, now we have to find the surface area of radius 14 centimeter. Okay, and here is, we have r is 14 centimeter. Okay, what is, yes, 14 centimeter. So surface area of a sphere is equals to, we know that this is 4 pi r square. It means 4 into 22 upon 7 into r is what, r is 14 into 14. We have r square, it means we can write 14 into 14. So this will be cancelled by what, by yes, 2 times. So here we get 4 into 22 into 2 into 14. Okay, after solving this, here we get, so the result is 2464. This is what, this is centimeter square. I hope you understand these things. So this is the answer of this question. Now let's see, find the total surface area of a hemisphere of radius 10 centimeter. You can use pi is 3.14. Now here radius is what, 10 centimeter, and we know that TSA of hemisphere is what, TSA of hemisphere is equals to, this is, so TSI of hemisphere is 3 pi r square. So 3 into, now we have to use here, pi is 3.14 into, radius is what, radius is 10, it means we can write 10 into 10 because we have r square. Now if we remove the point here, we get the 100 in the denominator, so these two zeros will be cancelled. Okay, so we get 3 into 314. So after solving this, here we get 942 centimeter square. What is 942 centimeter square? So this is very easy, my dear friends. Okay, yes. So now the next question here is, you can see, the radius of a spherical balloon increases from 7 centimeter to 14 centimeter as air is being pumped into it. Okay, here you can see, if we pumped into this balloon, so the radius is increased from 7 centimeter to 14 centimeter. Now find the ratio of surface area of the balloon in the two cases. Now we know that this balloon is in the shape of sphere, so we have to find the surface area of both the sphere, both the balloons. Okay, and we take the ratio of their surface area. Okay, yes. So now here we know that surface area of a sphere is equals to 4 pi r square. What is 4 pi r square? Yes, and radius of smaller balloon, here is smaller balloon, here this is r1, this is equals to 7 centimeter, and radius of bigger balloon, here is bigger balloon, let's suppose this is r2, so this is equals to 14 centimeter. Now find the ratio. Okay, now let's find the ratio. So here is ratio of surface areas of balloons are is equals to, here is surface area of smaller balloon, surface area of smaller balloon, okay, surface area of smaller balloon divided by, here is, you can see, surface area of bigger balloon, okay, and here is the ratio is what, the ratio is surface area of smaller balloon is what, 4 pi r1 square divided by, here is 4 pi r2 square. Now here is, you can see, this 4 pi and this 4 pi will be cancelled, so we have r1 square divided by r2 square, and r1 is what, yes, r1 is, we know that this is 7 square divided by, and r2 is, yes, this is 14 square, and here we can write 7 into 7 and 14 into 14. This will be cancelled by 2 times and this will be cancelled by 2 times, so here we get 1 upon 4, and it means we can say the ratio is 1:4. Okay, so here we can say ratio is 1:4. So this is the answer of this question. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, so now let's move on. So the next question here is, you can see, a hemispherical bowl, you can see, made of brass has inner diameter is 10.5 centimeter. Yes, it is inner diameter. Now find the cost of tin plating it on the inside at the rate of 16 rupees per 100 centimeter square. Here we can assume pi is equals to 22 upon 7. So here we will tin plate the inside of the hemisphere. So we need to find the curved surface area of the hemisphere. We need to find the curved surface area of the hemisphere. Okay. So now here is, we know that radius is equals to diameter upon 2. Okay. We know that. And the diameter is what? This is 10.5. And if we have to divide it by 2. So here we get 5.25 centimeter. So the radius is what? 5.25 centimeter. Now CSA of hemisphere. CSA of hemisphere is, this is 2 pi r square. So here is 2 into pi is 22 upon 7. R is 5.25 into 5.25. After solving this, here we get 173.25 centimeter square. This is, yeah, this is in centimeter square. So this is the CSA of hemisphere. Now we have to find the cost of tin plating. Okay, so here we know that it is given in the question, cost of tin plating, cost of tin plating for 100 centimeter square is equals to rupees 16. Okay, so for first of all we have to find for 1 centimeter square. So here is cost of tin plating, cost of tin plating for 1 centimeter square. So this will be, yes, rupees 16 upon 100. We have to divide for 400. Okay, yes. Now we have to find the cost of tin plating, cost of tin plating for, yes, 173.25 centimeter square. Okay, or 173.25 centimeter square. So this will be what? Rupees 16 upon 100 into 173.25. Okay, after solving this, here we get rupees 27.72. So the cost of tin plating the hemisphere is rupees 27.72. Okay, so we can write cost of tin plating, tin plating the hemisphere, plating the hemisphere is rupees 27.72. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, so the next question here is, you can see, find the radius of a sphere whose surface area is 154 centimeter square. Now we have to find the radius of a sphere, and we have to assume pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Okay, I hope you get this point. Yes. Now here we have, let's suppose let R be the radius of the sphere. Okay, and we have surface area. Surface area is equals to, we know that this is 4 pi r square. Okay, and the surface area is what? 154 centimeter square. This is equals to 4 into 22 upon 7 into r square. Now from this we can easily find radius. So r square is equals to, okay, so r square is what? So here is 154, here is into 7 divided by 22 into 4. Okay, so here is, after solving this, here you can cancel it. So this will be cancelled by 2 times and this will be cancelled by 77 times. Okay, now 22 we can cancel by 11 by 2 times. Okay, and 77 we can cancel by 11 by 7 times. So here we get 7 into 7 divided by 2 into 2. Okay, so like 7 square divided by 2 square. Okay, and we can easily find r square. So r is what? Under root of 7 square divided by 2 square. So here we get 7 upon 2. Okay, so after solving this, here we get 3.5 centimeter. So the radius of this sphere is what? Yes, r is 3.5 centimeter. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. So this is the answer of this question. Okay. Yes, so now let's move on. The diameter of the moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of the earth. Okay. Now find the ratio of their surface areas. Ratios of their surface area. Now let's find that. Now let's suppose diameter of earth is x. Okay, let's suppose diameter of earth is x, and so the diameter of moon will be, so the diameter of moon is equals to x upon 4. X upon 4. Hence, so we can find the radius. So radius is what? So radius of earth is equals to x upon 2. Okay, and radius of moon will be, this will be, here is, you can see, 1 upon 2 into x upon 4, means the half of x upon 4. So this will like x upon 8. So this is equals to x upon 8. Now ratio of their surface area will be, here is ratio of their surface area. Ratio of their surface area is equals to, here is surface area of moon. Surface area of moon divided by surface area of earth. Surface area of earth. Okay, I hope you get this point. So now here is surface area of moon is what? 4 pi into radius of moon. Okay, radius of moon whole square divided by, similarly, 4 pi into radius of earth whole square. Now what is radius of moon? We know that radius of moon is x upon 8. It means here we can write, here we can cancel 4 pi. Okay, so x upon 8 whole square divided by radius of earth is x upon 2. So this is x upon 2 whole square. So this will become x square upon 64 into, this will be reciprocate, so this will become 4 upon x square. Okay, so x square and this x square will be cancelled. So this will be cancelled by 16 times. So here we get 1 upon 16. So the ratio is what? So the ratio is 1:16. So this is the answer. This is what? This is the answer of this question. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these things. Yes, so the next question here is, a hemispherical bowl is made up of steel, okay, of 0.25 centimeter thick. The inner radius of the bowl is 5 centimeter. Find the outer curved surface area of the bowl. Outer curved surface of the bowl. Okay, and here pi is 22 upon 7. So now here is, we need to find outer curved surface area. Okay, so for finding the outer curved surface area, we have to find the outer radius. Okay, and here given is inner radius. Inner radius is equals to 5 centimeter, and we have the thickness which is 0.25 centimeter. Okay, so hence we can find the outer radius. So outer radius is equals to, here is, let's suppose this is r, this is equals to 5 plus 0.25, so this will become like 5.25. so this is the outer radius. Okay, now we can easily find the CSA of outer part. So here is outer curved surface area. Okay, so this will be, we know that this is 2 pi r square, so 2 into 22 upon 7. R is what? R is 5.25 into 5.25. Okay, after solving this, here we get same 173.25 centimeter square, 173.25 centimeter square. So this is what? This is the answer of this question. Okay, so the next question here is, if the curved surface area of the solid hemisphere is 2772 square centimeter, okay, then find its total surface area. We have to find the total surface area. Okay, so here we have CSA, okay, of solid hemisphere. So this is equals to what? This is equals to 2772 centimeter square. Okay, and we know that the formula of CSA of hemisphere is what? This is 2 pi r square, and this is equals to 2772 centimeter square. From this we can easily find the radius. Okay, so here is r square is equals to 2772 upon 2 into, here is the pi is what? We know that this is 22 upon 7. So here we get 22 in the denominator and the 7 in the numerator. Okay, I hope you get this point. Now after solving this, here we get 441. Okay, so r is equals to under root 441, and the under root of 441 is 21. What is 21? So the radius is what? Radius is 21 centimeter. Now with the help of this we can easily find, yes, we can easily find the TSA, means total surface area. So here TSA of solid hemisphere is, solid hemisphere is 3 pi r square, and 3 into 22 upon 7, and radius is 21. Okay, this is r square, it means we can write 21 into 21. Okay, yeah, so after solving this we get 4158 centimeter square. So this is the answer of this question. This is what? This is TSA, means total surface area. Okay, understand my dear friends? Okay, so here is, now next question is, if the circumference of the base of a hemispherical dome of a building is 352 centimeter, now we have to find the lateral surface area of the dome. Now here we have, let's suppose we have a we have a hemisphere like this. Okay, like this, and we have the circumference of the circle, base circle. Okay, so let's suppose r is equals to radius of base of hemispherical tomb. Hemispherical tomb. Okay, and we know that the circumference of base circle is, this is in the shape of circle, so this is what? 2 pi r. So this is equals to circumference of the base circle is equals to Okay, now the circumference of the base circle is, this is 352 centimeter. Okay, now, and the formula is what? This is 2 pi r. Okay, and this is equals to 352. Got it? Now here you can see that 2 into the value of pi is 22 upon 7. Okay, and we have to find the r. Okay, so this is equals to 352. Got it? Now from this we can easily find r. So r will be 352 into 7 upon 2 into 22. After solving this we get 56 centimeter. Got it? So LSA, or we can say CSA, this is equals to 2 pi r square. What is 2 pi r square? So 2 into 22 upon 7 into r is what? R we have 56, so this is 56 into 56. After solving this, here we get 19,712 centimeter square. So this is LSA. I hope my dear friend you understand these things. So this is the answer of this question. Okay, so the next question here is, if a sphere and a hemisphere have the same surface area, now find the ratio of their radii if r1 is the radius of the sphere and r2 is the radius of the hemisphere. Okay, r1 is what? It is the radius of a sphere and r2 is the radius of hemisphere. So it is given in the question that sphere and hemisphere has same surface area. Okay, so here is, okay, so here is surface area of sphere is equals to surface area of hemisphere. Okay, so the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r1 square, because r1 is the radius of a sphere. This is equals to 3 pi r2 square, and r2 is the radius of hemisphere. Okay, now here is this pi and this pi will be cancelled. So we have to find the ratio of r1 and r2. So it means this will become like r1 square upon r2 square is equals to 3 upon 4. Okay, so r1 upon r2 is equals to under root 3 upon 4. Okay, so this will become like root 3 upon under root of 4 is 2. So here is r1 ratio r2 is equals to root 3 ratio 2. What is root 3 ratio 2? I hope my dear friend understand these things. So this is the answer of this question. Okay. Yes, so the next question here is, you can see, now this question is based on the cylinder. Okay, in a hot water heating system, there is a cylindrical pipe of length 28 meter and diameter 5 centimeter. Now we have to find the total radiating surface, radiating surface in this system. Okay, now here is in this height of cylinder means h is equals to length of the cylindrical pipe. This is 28 meter. We can write it as length of cylindrical pipe. So this is equals to 28 meter. Now you can see here is the diameter is in 5 centimeter, means the unit is what? This is centimeter, and the length and the height is what? Height is, yeah, or we can say length is 28 meter. Now we are converting this meter into centimeter. So here we get 28 into 100 centimeter. So we get 2800 centimeter. Okay. Now here is diameter of circular pipe. Diameter of circular pipe. This will be what? This is equals to, we have 5 centimeter. So let's suppose let r be the radius. R be the radius of circular pipe. Radius of circular pipe, or we can say radius of circular and. Okay, so then r will be what? R is equals to diameter upon 2. It means 5 upon 2. So we have what? This will be, like, you can write it as 2.5 centimeter. Okay, got it. Now with the help of this, we have to find the curved surface area of cylindrical pipe. Okay, so CSA of cylindrical pipe is equals to, this is 2 pi RH. What is? Yes, this is 2 pi RH. Got it? Yes. So now we have to put the values of R and H in this. Okay, so here we get 2 into pi is what? We know that this is 22 upon 7. And R is what? This is 2.5 into H we have 2800. H we have 2800. So this will be cancelled by 400 times. So here 2 into 22 into 2.5 into 400 into 400. So if we remove this point, here we get 100 in the denominator. This 10 and this 10 will be cancelled. So 2 into 22 into 25 into 40. Okay. So after solving this, here we get, you can see 44,000 centimeter square. This is 44,000 centimeter square. So this is the answer of this question. Okay, now let's move on. So the next question here is, you can see 10 cylindrical pillars of a building have to be painted. Okay, the radius of each pillar is 35 centimeter and the height is 2 meter. Again, there is a difference in unit. It is centimeter and it is meter. Height is in meter and radius is in centimeter. Now, what is the cost of painting at the rate of 5 rupees per square meter? Okay. Okay. Yes. So now here is, now we have radius in this. We have radius which is 35 centimeter. Okay. And we have height which is 2 meter. Now either you have to convert the radius, the unit of radius, or you have to convert the radius of height. Okay, we are converting the radius of this. So here is 35 divided by 100, we get in meter. So here is 0.35 meter. So the radius is 0.35 meter. Okay, I hope you get this point. Now here is CSA of this cylindrical pillars. CSA of one cylindrical pillar is, we know that this is 2 pi RH. So this is equals to 2 into 22 upon 7 into 0.35. Okay, 0.35 into H is what? This is 2. Okay, if we remove this point, here we get, yes, here we get 100 and this will be cancelled by 5 times. Okay, after solving this, here we get, so here we get 4.4 meter square. So CSA of one cylindrical pillar is 4.4 meter square. Now let's find the CSA of 10 cylindrical pillars. So we have to multiply with 10. So CSA of 10 cylindrical pillars, 10 cylindrical pillars is equals to 10 into CSA of one cylindrical pillars. Okay, one cylindrical pillars. And we know that CSA of one cylindrical pillar is what? This is 4.4. If we remove this point, here we get 10 and this 10 will be cancelled. So we get 44 meter square. What is? Yes, 44 meter square. Now we know that here is cost of painting, which is at the rate of 5 rupees per meter square. Okay, so We can write it as cost of painting. Okay, cost of painting for 1 meter square is equals to rupees 5. Okay, so we have to find for 44 meter square. So cost of painting for 44 meter square is equals to, we have to multiply with this, so rupees 5 into 44. After multiplying this, here we get rupees 220. So the cost is what? 220 rupees. So this is the answer of this question. Okay, so my dear friend, this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture with the next amazing topic. So thank you very much for listening me, and take care and goodbye.